Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, we're going to start our lesson 2. Before that, as always, let me give you an example so that you may better appreciate. Suppose there is a person you want to get to know. In order to be able to identify that person, you will need to know certain qualities about them, such as age, gender, qualification, personality, etc. If you know these traits about them, only then can you really identify who he or she really is. Just like that, to fully understand an ism, you need to know 4 things about it. In other words, today's lesson covers one of the 4 properties of ism, which are status, number, gender, and type.
So let's start studying from status. In simple words, status defines the role an ism plays in a sentence. Let us look at some examples to understand this concept. In these sentences, the fi'l has been underlined, so don't worry about it yet. The rest of the words that we are going to deal with are ism. In the first example, Hadia ate an apple. We are going to identify the doer and the detail. For example, if I say, who ate the apple? The answer is Hadia, who is the doer or the performer of this action. And if I say, what did she eat? The answer is an apple, which is the detail. So here the ism Hadia is performing the role of a doer and the ism apple is performing the role of a detail. In the second example, the car is moving slowly. So if I ask, what is moving? The answer is the car, which is the doer in this sentence. How is it moving? The answer is slowly, which is the detail. In the third example, my brother ate an ice cream quickly at the park yesterday. So, who ate the ice cream? The answer is my brother, who is the doer. What did he eat? The answer is an ice cream, which is the detail. How did he eat? The answer is quickly, which is also a detail. Where did he eat? At the park, another detail. And when did he eat? Yesterday is also a detail. So in this sentence, my brother is the doer and rest of the words are the details. There are 3 types of status of ism. The doer status, or let's call it rafa, the detail status, or let's call it nasab. So if I say that ism is in rafa status, it means it is performing the role of a doer. And if I say that ism is in nasab status, it means it is performing the role of a detail. The third one is the after of status. Let us again look at some examples to understand this status. In the first example, house of Allah, the word Allah is present after the word of. In the second example, the city of the Prophet is present after the word of. So these words which are present after of are said to be in the after of status. There's another concept that we need to understand here. For example, if I have Rida's book, in the apostrophe sentences, there's an of hidden in them. It will be book of Rida. So the word Rida is present after the word of. Also, in Aslam's pen, it will be pen of Aslam. So Aslam is also present after the word of. So these words are also said to be in the after of status. So while considering this status, we will consider the apostrophe sentences as well because they have an of hidden in them. The after of status is called jar. So if I say that ism is in jar status, it means it is performing the role of being present after the word of. With this, we come to the end of today's lesson.
So here's a little assessment for today's lesson. You can leave your answers in the comments below or solve them on your own. We'll explain them in our next video. If you have any queries or feedback, feel free to email us and we'll try our best to reply. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.